This isn't love. It's a death assignment in disguise. He fell under a spell. That's graveyard witchcraft. Stop calling it love when it was ritual. Stop calling it fate when it was enchantment. He didn't fall for you. He fell under you. You used powders, potions, ashes from the dead. You whispered his name into graveyard soil, and now you're smiling while he's sinking. That man doesn't love you. He's bound to you. His soul's been leashed, his mind fogged, his wife erased, his kids foreign, and you're bragging like you won. You didn't win. You bewitched. Graveyard spirits can't sustain real love. You pulled his heart with death oil, but it's rotting in your hands. That's why he's always angry. That's why the sex feels sacred, but his soul feels starved. You use soil from the dead to force a living man into a fake covenant. But fake love has an expiration date, and heaven keeps receipts. You mimic the wife's voice. You copy her prayers. You mirror her fragrance. But you can't fake the favor. You can't fake the calling. You didn't get a man. You caught a corpse with a soul tag on his neck. You will feel what you forced, woman of witchcraft. You cannot mock marriage and expect mercy. You cannot dig up bones and not be haunted. You plotted in shadows, so now you'll suffer in silence. Every attack you sent to the wife will wrap around your own throat. Every grave you dug for her will become your spiritual cell. Unless you repent, you will love in vain. You will crave what never stays, because graveyard spirits don't do forever. They only do destruction. God still defends real love. You thought the man was weak, but he was wounded. You thought you'd keep him, but heaven is waking him up, because love is not a spell, and lust is not covenant. Real love doesn't need roots, potions, or spirits of the dead. Real love stands on altar fire and divine connection. What God joins, no hex can hold. And what witchcraft builds, God will burn to ashes. If you're bewitching a man, using graveyard rituals, manipulating his soul, silencing his wife, hijacking his legacy, know this. This is a reality check. You call his wife delusional, but the reality is you are the one in strong delusion. Heaven has opened your case. The execution order is signed. The holy fire is coming. And unless you repent, you will lose everything you tried to steal. This isn't just a warning. It's a judgment dispatch. He didn't fall in love. He fell into your trap. But God is cutting the cords. And when the fire falls, don't say you weren't warned. This is Evangelist Chisholm. We don't play with devils. We expose them. The diamond she tried to steal was never hers. You dressed yourself in seduction, painted your lips like Delilah, chanted in graveyards thinking God wouldn't notice. But let me give you a reality check. You found a diamond, but you weren't authorized to wear it, so you stole it, cut it out of the wife's crown, and tried to glue it to your shame. But here's the problem with stolen diamonds. They always burn when heaven shines on them. You didn't earn his heart. You hacked it. You didn't nurture his spirit. You numbed it. You didn't build the life. You robbed it from a woman who did. So while you're smiling, holding a man under mind control, understand this. You're wearing a crown that's melting in real time. You're holding a man whose soul is on borrowed time. You're trying to impersonate a wife, but you don't even qualify as a servant in her house. And when the fire of God falls, that graveyard spirit won't cover you. The ashes won't protect you. And the spells will backfire so violently, you'll feel every scream that came from the wife's altar. Unless you repent, the love you hijacked will turn to poison. The man you stole will vomit you out, and the hell you opened will become your permanent address. The blood is still speaking, the fire is still falling, and the wife is still rising in glory. Listen closely. Open your ears, because this won't be gentle. You started playing in the devil's playground just because one little love spell made him call you back. So you went deeper. You lit candles, poured oils, and kept going back to the sorcerer again and again. But what you don't realize is it's not him who's bound, it's you. You thought it worked until your mind started slipping, until your body started breaking down. You thought you were controlling him, but the truth is, you've been caged by the very demons you called on. Every time you mixed blood, graveyard dirt, and whispered his name in the dark, a demon gained legal access to your life. And listen carefully, they're coming back. Not for him, for you. So go ahead, keep pretending you're powerful, keep pretending you're in control, but don't cry when your peace disappears, your body is tormented, and the spirits you hired come to collect their payment. You opened hell's door, then you better be prepared to live in it, because unless you repent, you will feel everything you sent multiplied.